On there, okay, for editing. All right.
Doing that.
What was that?
Allie yelled at you and said, "Stop doing that," because I keep clapping right next to her.
I have to do it. I have to do it for editing.
I don't, but I
Yeah.
keep doing it.
Yeah, you don't have to do. Anyways, so we're officially started. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the show, everybody. All right, we switched from a younger Gen Z. Would that be what you're in? Gen Z?
Technically, yeah, I am in Gen Z.
We skipped from a younger Gen Z to a slightly older Gen Z. So you could expect a lot of TikTok references, a lot of vaping.
So,
Oh my God, how much Nick is that?
over 5,000.
I'm glad you know what I'm talking about.
His Nick level's over 9,000.
Bro, he's gonna nick out. So let's see. What else can I say about her? Oh man, shit. The shit is. Why are all these things here? Come on. Enter full screen. Full screen ahead.
Cause I'm kissing again.
Whatever.
And I'm kissing again.
If that stuff stays, I'll just have to edit it out. But anyways, oh, it's gone. It's gone. All right, so we're lit. Let's see. What else can I say to drag out this intro? Did you watch
The intro is like all 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Like it's a 20-minute podcast, but it's just you introducing your guest for 10 minutes.
For 15 minutes, and then you get to say something, we take a break, and then we say bye.
Yeah, and then eventually you'll cut an ad right over to what they're about to answer.
We hear nothing.
How do you feel about this? Oh.
We hear absolutely nothing from you the whole 20 minutes.
I'm just there to sit there and nod my head at you.
Yeah, and vape and throw up the...
You know, that's what my D&D character does.
He just sheeshes? Or she just sheeshes?
Yeah. He does sheeshing. His name is Chad's Broshitz.
Chad's Broshitz.
She is Brad. Yeah, he is a frat boy. He is actually based off of the Had to Do It to Him.
Beautiful. He's got the Sperry's and the colored
everything.
Shorts.
Yes, and then whenever I roll for perception, it is called roll for a vibe check. So I'm checking everyone's vibes constantly.
That's gonna be the fucking shit for next week.
Roll for a vibe check.
We're gonna have to roll for vibe
look
check.
At him. Hey guys, we are now officially rolling for the vibe check.
Okay. Roll for your vibe check. I know you got a D20 around.
Ah, fuck. It's on my desk. Will you go get my D20 and then my little Brad's?
All right.
She's about to get my D20 and she has to pour her milk.
All right. She has to what?
She's playing a game, so she's pouring milk into something.
I'm playing Papa's Mocharia.
She's just drinking a cold glass
Papa's
of milk.
Mocharia? Are you playing a flash game?
Mm-hmm.
What? In the bag?
No, there should be.
All right, I'm gonna roll my D20. Let's see what my vibe check is at. Ooh.
And then will you grab?
Vibes not great. I got an 8.
Grab little Brad's. You got an 8? Your vibes are not spectacular, my guy.
Vibes. And don't worry, I'll introduce you in a minute.
All right, here's my D20 roll.
Hit it.
Oh. That's going to be a 17.
Ooh, 17. And right now,
17.
Wait, show us your Brads. Oh my God, that is not as small as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a little figure like that.
No, I actually can't play with him. Just my friend got me this after I told him my inspiration for my character. And my DM was like, absolutely not. You cannot play with that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Look at his little sock tan line.
Oh, I have a really bad sock tan line. I also have a
Why?
really bad farmer's tan.
That's not shocking. I feel like you always kind of have a farmer's tan. I've never seen you without.
Yeah, I've had a farmer's tan since I came off the farm.
Yeah. I have a watch band tan line.
Oh, mine's super bad.
Oh yeah. I'm just really, really pale, so you can't.
Yeah, so you can't even tell. Look at this.
No.
Actually, it's kind of blown out from the lights. Okay, would you like to introduce yourself? I'd say we're close enough into it. We're about 5 minutes
We're
in.
close. We're close enough to ending it.
We're close enough
I'll
to ending.
finally let you get a word in. Hello. That's it. It's my intro. Hello.
Oh, just hello. All right. So we have Zoe. Welcome on to the show. The vibes, as you can see.
Vibes are immaculate.
So I guess that's the type of energy we have to bring. You have to bring a 17 and I have to bring an 8.
God damn it. It's your podcast.
I think we should roll for the vibes every morning. Every morning.
Roll every morning. And then we just send each
Start
other
my
the
day.
results.
Just be like, okay.
All right.
Oh, roll the 1. Today's gonna be a bad day on purpose.
Today's not going to be your day. All right, let's see. Will I do well on my exam tomorrow? Are the vibes there? That is an 11.
Those are solid.
That's a C.
Those are mid vibes.
That, that's an F.
So Zoe, how are you? I can't take you seriously. I want to see the vape come out.
Here, would you like me just to...
Yeah, just
Don't get free advertisement. This is an undisclosed
absolutely
nicotine
not.
fuel.
Carhartt has got to come out. Everything's getting blurred at the end.
Hello. This is
So,
how I'll record.
so I don't even know. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, how are you feeling about this? But I mean, I guess you're feeling a 13 about it, or a 17.
How are we feeling out there tonight? Yeah, I am not feeling
good.
good.
How many times have you seen Inside?
None.
None? You haven't seen it at all.
I took the advice from my therapist and have not seen it.
I would have to agree actually. I watched it like 5 times. But
Yeah, I know all the songs, but I've just never seen it.
What's your favorite song off of it?
I really like All Eyes on Me, but I do like Sexting because I think it's just so
Sexting is
fucking stupid.
100% my favorite song. When it
It's not shocking.
before he released the like studio version of it, I had Netflix loaded up on my phone and would only play the bit that had the song in it.
Why didn't you just like YouTube it?
I didn't want to. I was already watching it on my phone. Like we were watching it on the TV, and then I was watching it on my phone. So I was like, yeah, it's already there.
Oh my God. You could have just like YouTubed like that one part. You know how YouTube works. You're a content
well, then I
creator.
heard that they were like, I heard they were like the songs were getting taken down because the studio version was coming out. No, no. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I heard most of them from TikTok, and then I decided to dive in on my own because I have not seen it. I keep meaning to watch it.
There's
I'm just
one.
never in a good headspace to.
There's one part that is not in the songs that I think is so funny, and he's talking about like brands, and I can't do it justice, so I'm not going to explain it. But it just the way he talks about brands, I was like, oh my God. To me, that was my favorite chunk. And it like went on way longer than it needed to. And it was probably like 10 minutes. But it was one joke, just,
I
you know.
I get Jeffrey Bezos stuck in my head all the time, which is so ironic for where I work. Like,
Do you care to
I'll
divulge?
sometimes just, yeah, I'm like, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, and then I'll go really loudly. Oh,
Well, when Renee hates Jeffrey Bezos, like the person.
I also hate Jeffrey Bezos as a person, but sometimes I mix it up and I'll go like Steve Jobs. Like everyone at work when that came out, we were like Steve
Oh, everybody had to
Jobs.
sing about
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, we had to. It was actually in our
It was
contract.
it was mandated.
If if we didn't sing it, we weren't getting paid.
Oh God, no. um, when like the week after it came out, that was the one song that was stuck in my head, and I would sing constantly. Renee's like, "You have to stop. You have to stop singing." I was like, "He's the greatest man on earth right now." And that was right when he
Oh
was
no,
doing what's
the
it?
space thing.
Yeah, the dick, his dick
Hmm.
rocket when he looked like Doctor Evil.
Yeah. I will say there's some sort of charm that freaks me out about Elon Musk on the topic of billionaires that just really like I look at him and I don't see the appeal, but everyone else is like, bro, Elon's a genius. And there's like some sort of way that his smile is supposed to be charming that just gives me like hives, instant highs. I'm like, "Ugh, okay."
I don't get it. I'm with you. Like I don't get what. I mean, like okay, never mind. I do get it, but I guess I'm not on the hype train because
Yeah.
like I mean I think Teslas are cool, but like his
I want a
tequila.
Tesla soul.
Did you see the tequila that he came out with?
He has a tequila.
Yeah, it's in a lightning bottle. It's actually kind of cool. But
On, do you remember when they announced that Breaking Bad was going to get a reunion and it was just them doing a tequila?
yeah. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that was right after I finished Breaking Bad. Oh, you got out.
Yeah, and it was they
Oh,
were like, "Oh my God, like Jesse and Walt, they're gonna have a reunion," and it was just like, "Buy this tequila."
yeah. Fucking A. Did you watch El Camino?
No,
I really liked El Camino, mostly because I
what?
fucking hated Walter White, and I really loved Jesse. Like Jesse was my favorite character.
We binge watched Breaking Bad because I had seen it from season 3 with my cousins,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember everything that came out, and then I just like we never. I don't think we ever watched the last 2 episodes.
I've watched that show 3 times. I've never watched the. I always get bored.
The last two episodes, I thought the finale
You can
was
get ready.
whack.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Breaking Bad as a whole. Like I got the whole thing because me and Renee binged it during like peak quarantine. And it was like
Yeah.
okay, but I thought most of the characters were annoying. Like Flynn, oh my god, Flynn could have got pushed
All
down some fucking stairs and I would have been happy.
sh there were like I remember growing up and it being like the rave and like the craze. And I remember watching the first episode of Breaking Bad I ever saw was the season 3 opener, which
I
was like
can't
the
think of it
plane
off the top.
crash. It's like the plane crash
Oh yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Like everything that happens after that. So I was like, okay, like I'm kind of into it. And I remember growing up and it was like, oh my God, like Heisenberg is this crazy, amazing, like genius. And then you watch it and you're like, no, he's kind of like everyone's bitch.
Yeah, and then
Like he does that.
he's just a douchebag.
Yeah. Like I remember everyone's just like, oh man, like he is so hardcore. Like he killed that guy who snorted cocaine from his knife. And I was like, no, he's kind of just like a pussy.
Yeah. I didn't get the fucking appeal of Heisenberg. Like I mean, there was a couple of like when he was talking to Saul, I think it's later in the seasons and he's like, "No, I'll say when we're done." I was like, "Okay, like I get it. He's kind of badass." But like that was about it. The rest of it
Yeah,
I'm
they're
with you. I thought he was like just kind of a bitch
kind of a
who
pussy.
was just
He's just
doing
a
his
little
thing.
pussy boy. Although I did hear Better Call Saul was like way better, so don't trust people's opinion because they're like Breaking Bad, best show
That's
on television.
that's what I
And I'm
heard
like,
too.
okay,
But I wasn't gonna watch it because I was so burnt out on Breaking Bad. Like, I think Better Call Saul had like a new season come out, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna watch it because it
yeah,
was too fresh.
there are so many shows over quarantine that I was like, yeah, I'll watch, and then I just never did. But the one show I did watch, and it was because Stassi told me to, was Tiger King right before everything.
Okay, so Stassi texted me out of nowhere one day and was like, "Watch Tiger King," and it was before it was like the week
That's what she
before.
did to me too.
It was the week before it blew up, and I was like, "Okay, like I'll check it out." And then she goes, "No, like watch the first episode." She's like, "All you do is watch the first two, and I promise you'll burn through the rest." And I watched the first episode. I was like, "Ah, that was whatever." And then I texted her like 10 minutes into the second episode. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Did you see they're coming out with a season 2?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up because I have mixed feelings about them coming out with a season two. Because, like, the way I view it is just like, did you watch Making a Murderer
No.
when that was okay? So, like, Making a Murderer and Tiger King are these filmmakers spend years of their lives like documenting this, and then
Yeah.
they put it into this documentary, and they're making sequels to both of them, and I'm like, that just like I don't care about modern time. Like it's really interesting that you all knew what the fuck was up for 10 years and then finally you released it.
That, and I think Tiger King was a like unique kind of bomb because everybody was locked in, and that was the first hit of the quarantine to me. Like
The first,
that beat out
yeah.
like Bread and like people doing all this stupid shit. Like Tiger King set the quarantine off.
Yeah, I remember sitting on TikTok for like the first 3 weeks of quarantine and only hearing Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. And I like I watched Tiger King because Stassi was like, just watch it, just watch it. So I did, and I was like, I work had so before Michigan announced shutdown, Apple closed all of their stores in the world.
Yeah.
And it was only supposed to be for 2 weeks. So I walked in before Michigan announced a shutdown, like being told, hey, we're closing for 2 weeks, go home. So I was like, cool, I have nothing to do.
You
So
had the
on like the
time.
second day, Stassi was like, watch Tiger King. And I think I stayed up until like 3 a.m. watching it, and that just ruined my entire sleep schedule because I watched Tiger King when she told me to.
What was the latest you slept in during quarantine?
The latest I slept in during quarantine, it was probably like 3 p.m. because I wouldn't go to bed until like 5 at some nights.
The latest I slept in was 4 p.m. and I have never done that in my life. Like the latest I would sleep in like was middle school or like high school was till like noon. But 4 p.m. I like rolled out of bed, was up, and then took another nap. Like quarantine fucked me up
Did I ever
bad.
did I ever tell you the story about how, dude, I must have been in like seventh going into eighth grade. And uh, that was the time that I was allowed to stay home by myself because Alex could go out and do whatever she wanted because she like had friends or something. And I slept in until like 5 p.m. And my dad had to come home from work to check to see if I was alive because I wasn't answering anyone's calls
Holy
or
shit.
texts or anything. And I was asleep and my dad walked in. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Sleeping." And he was like, "It is 5 like fucking p.m. What the fuck are you
Jesus
doing?"
Christ. Did I ever tell you about the time when Anjali slept a whole day?
Whole day, like 24 hours
No
straight.
joke. Like it had to be like a Friday or something. And we were probably in middle school too. And she like fell asleep after school. So at like 4 p.m., slept the entire day Saturday and woke up Sunday at like noon. And she woke up, she's like,
Bro,
oh, when's dinner? I was like, 2 days ago. Like, what the fuck is? I was
You
like,
guys just like let her sleep?
yeah, and like I think back on it now, I'm like, wow, like maybe she was fucking sick, but that girl can
Yeah.
sleep. She can fucking
Yeah, dude,
sleep.
she probably fucking had like mono or some shit.
I don't know. She's with it now. Did you watch any of the episodes that me and her did
No.
for this? No, I don't expect anybody
I didn't
to,
know
but
I didn't know. Is it on your actual YouTube channel?
no, it's on this channel. This is a separate
Oh,
channel.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why. I wasn't told that this was a separate channel. I was texted in the middle of the night, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" And I said, "Sure."
And here we
I had
are.
no idea. I had no idea, and I was like, "Okay, yeah." And I just assumed one, it would be on the "Should we do a podcast?"
Oh yeah, I probably
And then
that's
two,
dead. That one's
do you
dead.
remember when we did
Do you
that?
remember when we did one
Like,
and then
we
I
did
was about to
one, and
post
we
it
had to.
and then I got a call the night before, "Hey, you're going to hate me, but can you not post that?" "Yeah, but are you sure?" "Yeah, it would just be really bad if you posted it." Like, "Okay, Zoe."
Well,
I don't even remember
also
why,
looking
but I
back
have
at
it
it.
and
So I know why. It's because one, we were talking about the coronavirus right before it hit the United States.
Mhm.
And we sounded so fucking stupid because I texted you like when quarantine happened. I was like, you probably shouldn't post that because we sounded so ignorant because we were like, oh yeah, like it's just the flu. Like it's just the flu. Like it's not gonna affect us. That's why I told you not to post it
eh.
because every single day it was coming out new death records, and I was like, probably shouldn't post that one
That would be
because
so
we
funny to
sound
go
like
back and
such
look now and
dick
just be like,
bags.
wow, we were so wrong. How
Yeah,
wrong we were.
we literally were like, oh yeah, like you were saying, you were like, Renee studies this, and Renee said it was just like the flu. And then, like, a week later, the entire fucking world shut down.
Was that what?
And
Yeah,
I was
no, I
like,
had to be in New York by then. Yeah.
yeah. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we
hey,
recorded it
buddy,
right before I left for New York. Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what's
Because I remember I came home, because I remember exactly, because I came home, we recorded, I got the email from Wayne State that said, hey, like, we're extending your spring break.
yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I told you not to post it. It was because we sounded like such idiots.
Damn. And you know what's funny? Me and my friend Dariel did one. It'd be like 2 years ago at this point. No, it'd probably be 3 years ago. It was right. It was the February before everything happened. And she was in China teaching English. And she was like, she had just come back for some Chinese festival. I think it was their moon festival, new moon festival. I don't know, something like that. And she's like, yeah. So literally on the podcast, it was like, yeah, there's this big, everybody's getting sick in China. It's like a really big thing, and it's probably gonna get worse because this festival, everybody spreads across the world to go see their families. And I was like, wow, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. And then, like a month and a half later, the world shut down. And
That's what I'm saying.
literally, like,
Like,
I just, I'm like, wow, to be that, like, to not know the pandemic is coming. What the
to
fuck?
be that, like, I would love to watch what we recorded beforehand to be like, oh, let's just hear how naive we were about this thing that has killed like millions of people.
I'm gonna go back and watch it before uh the
You just
next
like
episode.
put a clip in it.
Yeah, just be like,
You
oh,
just
so
put
this
a
is what we
clip
were
in it
talking
and you're
about.
like, yeah, bro. Yeah, we were this stupid.
And it just goes like, shh, no one's gonna die from this.
Yeah, we were like, oh man, it's just like the flu. We'll come out with a vaccine in no time.
Double vaxxed
Yeah,
up.
it was poor timing on our part.
Well, never saw
I'm
never saw
also
the light of day, so
yeah, it didn't. Well, now we're gonna air it out.
oh
Just
yeah,
talk about
100%.
everything.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, because I also remember talking about our favorite Avengers movies.
I can't hear what you're saying.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I had to scratch my head and I couldn't hear anything.
So you had to take off the entire get up?
Yeah, I had to. How am I supposed to scratch my head with my headphones on? Anyways, we have rambled a lot. I think we should end this
about
episode.
about the coronavirus, which
That
is just like last time.
that's what the title of this one's gonna be. Uh,
Coronavirus.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We are now scared of Cordova.
Cordova. Did I miss that
Do you
meme?
not know that clip? Wendy Williams was like, "We should not be scared of Cordova," and then like 2 episodes later, she was like, "We should be scared of Cordova."
She called it Cordova both times.
Yeah,
James
Wendy Williams
Cordova.
was a hoot.
James Cordova.
Jane, late with James Cordova, James Toyota Corolla.
The Toyota Corolla virus.
Oh fuck!
Okay, I'm gonna play the outro music. Did you ever say your name?
I don't know.
Well, it's Zoe. Welcome to the show. Here's to whatever the month holds. And
A lot of vibe checks.
we're out.